How's it going, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X. I am your host, Tom Dog 247, and as always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Woo, baby, all right. So, we're going to have a fun show today, laid back episode, and we have a really, really big shoe because as you see on the screen right there behind me, tonight is the very first night of a new a tradition here that I haven't done in a while, but now since I have graphics and everything, I can do it up all nice and everything. Tom Dog Days of Summer, and we are going to have a lot of fun with that. And so yeah, it's going to be amazing, and we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. And to kick it all off, I leveled up to 45 today, and thank you, Carrie, for saying thank you. Um, thank you so much for that. And this is a party. We're having a party here, and all you are invited. And we are going to have a lot of fun, like I said. And I'm just having a great time. I really am. And so. And then on top of that, we got some reviews to do as well too. And but before we do that, let's do the shout outs and all the other good stuff and everything. Um, Big shout out to everybody over at the Dorkening Podcast Network. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome, and knocking out of the ball. Just hitting that home run each and every week, and always have a great time watching you guys and everything. And you can check it out on wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. And big shout out to Carrie, who just gave me a birthday shout out. Thanks again for that. And she has her own stuff too over at the the Owl Light production. Oh, the Owl Light Network. Sorry, got it this time. And she always has a lot of cool stuff on her channel. Check it out. And she's also part of the Dorkening as well too. So check her out wherever you can. And her and Raz and the gang and everybody that's doing the shows over there, they have a great time. And I was on there a couple of times, and it's an awesome channel. So check it out. It's on YouTube as well too. So definitely we're checking out. And big shout out over to Melly Playful and Tango over on YouTube. If you love watching people play video games, and then Melly Playful and Tango are the ones for you. Check it out over on YouTube, and you definitely don't want to miss out on that. And this episode is almost forgot. And check out the Pint Podcast channel, and the QR code is right here. Excuse me. Very awesome. I listen to that every now and again. Really cool, really awesome. And I gotta toss aside the Terrificon things because that was over and done with last week. Sorry I couldn't make it, but there's always next year, and we'll talk a little bit about that before as we get going. This episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Trade in your retro video games and consoles for retro video games, accessories, and systems. You can trade in your DVD box sets and Blu-rays. You could also trade in your sports cards and novelty items, as well as wrestling collectibles and autographed items spanning from sports, wrestling, and actors. If you happen to be in the Southington, Connecticut area and you want to check out this wonderful place, you definitely don't want to miss out on that. They also have, you can also sell some pop vinyls if you want to, they're off, as well as some other stuff that you want to get rid of and everything. It's an awesome store. You'll love it just as much as I do. And if you just happen to be visiting in Southington, and yeah, it's a wonderful place, like I said. So check it, and they also have a list of events going on as well too. So check it out over on their website, mjvideogames.com. Also, um, Hardcore Sweet Bakery. They have a huge thing going on, um, which I'll mention after this. Um, so if you love baked goods and everything like that, and you have a sweet tooth for them just as much as I do, um, they have wonderful baked goods, and it's awesome, and you'll love it just as much as I do. Check it out over on their website, hardcoresweetbakery.com. And while you're in Southington, munching down on those baked goods and everything, um, you can wash it down with some Witch Doctor Brewery over in Southington as well too. And they have a list of items that they have definitely worth checking out. And it's check out their website over at the witchdoctorbrewing.com. And check out BoomTube Comics for your comic book reading enjoyment over at boomtubecomics.com. And there's a big event coming up on August the 20th, and the tickets are awesome, and they have a lot of cool stuff going on. It is the Punk Rock Epic Flea Market, um, and it's presented by the Hardcore Sweet Bakery, and um, $10 at the door, 25 for limited tickets for VIP, and 12 and under get in for free. They have gifts, records, live entertainment, handmade goodies and everything, artwork, special guests, food trucks, memorabilia, collectibles, oddities, and so much more. So definitely want to check out this place. I might go to this. And where is this place going to be at? It's going to be at the Bethlehem Fairgrounds. So yeah, you definitely don't want to miss out on this. So yeah, it is their epic flea market, and it's from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and you don't want to miss out on it. It's awesome. It's really really awesome, and also so they told me to plug it. So yeah, if you want have any information, check out their website over at Hardcore Sweet Bakery and on their Facebook page as well too. So I was breezing through that, and it's hot as hell in here, and it's like it's it's crazy. It's really crazy over here, and so yeah, um, so had my birthday. Um, as I said, it's you know it's over with now, and because it's like 12:20 here on the East Coast, but the the party still continues, and it's going to be we're going to have a good time with it. And for lunch, I went. Family took me out to Wooden Tap, and I managed to get this. It's craft beer and everything like that. Because I love IPA, and I find it a lot better than that. It's awesome. This one here is a Hop Evolution 4.0 New England India Pale Ale Alvarium. Awesome, awesome. It's really good, really really good. So drink it up, and and they also and also got a couple of glasses that I wanted to show off. I promised I would show them off, and so yeah, it's a Hop Evolution India Pale Ale, and this one is from Counterweight Brewing, and yeah, check that out. That is really, really awesome. That's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. And they also discontinued these, so they're practically the next class I'm showing. They practically are giving them away to patrons and everything. It's their wooden tap um, glass, and awesome, very awesome. And so thank you again. Had a wonderful dinner. Actually, a lunch rather, and and yeah, I find IPAs a lot better than corporate, corporate branding and everything. Nothing against Bud and everything because I'm a Bud guy. Um, Budweiser, Bud Light, Bud Dry, Bud Ice. You know, I'm a Bud, and but when it comes to IPAs and everything like that, I'm all for it. And I've been to a couple of breweries in my time. Um, One that I plugged a lot on some of my older episodes was the it was a place called She Bean Brewing Factory, She Bean Brewing Company, and it was in Waterbury, Connecticut when I was living there at the time. And during the pandemic, it fell under, and come to find out, they moved location. They're in Rhode Island now. So shout out to them and everything. And we almost made, I was this close to making something happen, and with my own name. But since I'm here in town, maybe I can, I'm in a new town, my new favorite town of Southington, and maybe I'll show do something with Witch Doctor. You know, who knows? Um, so, um, but yeah, nonetheless, I had a pretty relaxing birthday and everything, and I don't, I stopped aging myself. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't do any Botox or anything like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, how sometimes people say that, when you have a birthday, it's like, oh, I'm something years old, such and such years old. I stopped doing that a long time ago. And so now I'm just doing the whole um, leveling up, sort of. I find it to be a lot better. So I do the whole. So yeah. So now I guess you could say I'm 40. I leveled up to 45. I am level 45 as of right now, and so yeah, it is. It is really awesome, and and I find it to be a lot, you know, youthful. I find it to be a lot, you know, better than saying 45 years old, because it just ages me even more. So yeah, I'm at level 45 right now. So makes me again, and at my age, I developed a special set of skills, but not the one where I find you and kill you. That is my cheap Liam Neeson impression from Taken. And so yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh boy, here we go. You're doing those lame ass storylines. Oh boy, here we go. It's Mojo, the Channel X monkey. You know, get the camera off of him. This is my time now. because I don't have much time. Tom Dog. I come here every now and then to wish him a happy birthday and you know talk shit about him. But what hasn't been said already been said? He's an asshole. And you know what? That's what he is. I am the monkey behind the asshole. So I don't know. I have no idea. Tom Dog, he's I don't know what's with him. I mean, I could tell you stories about him that just makes it all crazy. Like the time. Hmm, let me remind. See, I already talked about a long time ago where he said the wrong holiday. He said the wrong holiday. There was a Valentine's Day special that he did a long time ago, and he was drunk on his ass. Actually, no, scratch that. It was St. Patrick's Day. He was doing a St. Patrick's Day episode, and before the show, he was drunk as a fucking skunk. Before he went live on the air at the studio, at the old studio that we were doing. Yes, that is true. He goes and said, one of the callers said, he's like, you like being drunk all the time? And it's like, and Tom Dog goes, yes, I love being drunk on Valentine's Day. Now, mind you, this was at what St. Patrick's Day. I'm drunk too. I had some banana rum. And my good friend Myra, hi Myra, if you're watching, I know you're watching because Tom Dog told you that I was going to be on. You better be watching. So, so yeah, there's a lot of things that we can always tell him about, especially the time where he took off his shirt and licked his nipple. Mojo, ah, why would you tell everybody that I did that? Because it happened and I was there. Yes, it happened and I was there. Unfortunately. See what I have to put up with? Oh, shut up! I'm only here because of the fact that that monkeypox thing is over when done with. So you're lucky I'm even here. Oh yeah, how did that go? I told you I'm cleared. It wasn't me that did that. I did not start that. Oh, Jesus. I go away for a while and and I always have to carry you on my shoulders. See, this is why I'm the monkey behind the asshole. Uh, so Leo Bond and I have a lot in common. We're both monkeys behind something. So, oh boy, I don't know about you, Mojo. I don't know about you either, Tom Dog. I think you need to get laid. You've been talking to Dr. Phil too, huh? Yes. Oh boy. All right. Well, anyways, that's all the time I have because my time is short, just like me. So, anyways, happy birthday, Tom Dog. The night is yours now. You deserve it. Happy birthday. Go fuck yourself. Oh, and there's one more thing. We got to sing a song to Tom Dog. We got to. It's like before I go, I got to sing the song to Tom Dog. I have to, because I'm an expert singer. I'm a big singer in Vegas there, and Britney Spears and I were having a great time. It's like, oh, you hang out with Britney Spears? Of course. She loves the monkey. She loves spanking the monkey. I Bet she does. Anywho, all right, go ahead and sing your birthday song. Okay, everybody, clap for Tom Dog on this special day today, level 45. Wow, it is the dumbest thing that you could ever do. He's 45 years old. Level 45. What are you are fucking nerd. Anywho, here we go. Happy birthday to all of us from you. Whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, or a Jew, we want to say this deeply, and all of it is true. We hope that on your birthday you spank the monkey too. All right, thank you. All right, Mojo the Channel X monkey, everybody. Oh, see what I have to put up with. Uh, it's been on here for since the time since 2001, and haven't looked back since. You never know when he shows. That's all I gotta say. Oh, alrighty. So, all right. So a lot of things came out um on air that was streaming on the streaming. Yeah, and he's a cute squirrel. He is. He's adorable. So, and, yeah. Um, but I hope you had a good time at Terrificon too as well. And and so um, so yeah, we have a great some great stuff. So yeah, a lot of stuff came up on the streaming platform. Mojo, he wrote every birthday. Every time I do a birthday episode, he likes to roast me. He does, and it's good. He delivers every time. I don't hear. Is it just me? And yes, actually, it's a redundant question. I'm always hot. Damn it. So, um, so yeah, a lot of some good movies came out on streaming past couple of days. And watched them. I'm gonna watch one of them again later. Um, if you haven't seen um on Disney Plus, they have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. If you haven't seen that, do so. It's awesome. Moving on. And over on Peacock, um, they finally launched the Super Mario Brothers movie. Um, it was awesome. It was awesome. Moving on. Um, no, I got a lot. I got a lot more to say. It was like, it seems like every time I do a review, I review something. It's short and sweet and to the point. I just say it's awesome and moving on, or it sucks, moving on. But all in fairness, Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians Volume 3 was very good. I will say this, and um, I'm not gonna give like I said, I'm not gonna give away anything. But if you haven't seen it, do so. The ending, the last part did not disappoint. It was very good, and all I gotta say is it was very emotional, very very emotional on all levels. And yeah, very well received. Um, then they have you know, the Super Mario Brothers the Super Mario movie was awesome. Like I said, it was really awesome, and a lot of callbacks and Easter eggs and everything like that. It was great, and this movie is breaking so many records and everything like that, and it's the number 2 movie worldwide, and it's it's awesome. It really is. And if you haven't seen it, it's on Peacock now. And if you have seen it, of course you got to watch it again, which I'm going to do later on. And it just hit um all the right moments and everything. It was that good. It really was good. And um you know that's pretty much all I can say about it, because I don't want to give nothing away. It was really good. And yeah, sequel, definitely. There's definitely a sequel in the works, after this strike is over. And of course, they're already hinting at a Legend of Zelda movie, so so yeah, it's not going to disappoint at all. And so yeah, and so there's some other movies, there's some movies in theaters out right now. Um, the Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is out right now, which is good. And of course the Meg 2 is going to be in theaters tomorrow. I saw the first one. The first one was really good. I'm going to see the second one maybe tomorrow or something like that. Hey, I haven't seen it. Usually I go see a movie on my birthday and everything, in theaters, tradition. But yeah, it's well received and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be really great. Um, what else is on the agenda? What else? So yeah, Lizzo. Lizzo is getting Lizzo is was there was some stuff, there was some drama going on with her former um backup dancers and everything. There was some talks about fat shaming and everything, and it was just a mess. I'm just waiting, to see how it all escalates. And um, Lizzo is, just you know, saying what she had to say and everything, and was well and to the point. She said that there was like a hostile, that her backup former backup dancers said that there was there was a hostile work environment and everything. And but you know what? With all due respect and everything, I love Lizzo. I really do. And I mean, she is fine. she is hot. She is really hot, and she can always hustle my work environment, if you know what I mean. I mean, think about it. It's a work environment. I don't have to spell it out. I'm happy. Believe me, my happy banana is okay. But it's already it's happy. It's happy. But it's true. I love Lizzo. I really do. She's fucking fine as hell. She really is. And, and yeah, I hope this thing blows over and everything like that, and everything gets back to normal. But but then they have that whole Cardi B drama, which is justifiable and everything. Um, for what she did, she threw a microphone at somebody who threw water, who threw some water on her, and threw a drink on her or whatever. And she got, of course, Cardi got pissed off and threw the microphone at her. And yeah, the person, they got hit with the microphone, threatened to press charges and everything like that. And charges have been dropped because Cardi B did what she had to do. And I don't know what is up with. And seriously, I don't really know what's up with a lot of these concert goers. Throwing stuff at as singers that are performing for you that you paid hundreds of dollars for on Ticketmaster. and and listen, it's stupid. It really is. It's like you're wasting all that money to buy a ticket only to throw something at the singer. You know, I mean, really, they don't need to put up with that shit. And Harry Styles got hit in the eye with something too, and he had to get and he was rushed to the hospital. Luckily, it wasn't too bad, but still, I mean, he could have damaged his retina or something like that, and he would have been partially blind in one eye. I was like, what the fuck is the matter with you? I mean, really, I mean, if you don't, seriously, why waste money to throw something that at somebody that you hate? I mean, really, is it really that worth it? Especially getting a is it that worth it to spend a bunch of money for a ticket to go see a musician only to just throw something at them? I mean, it's not worth it, and it's stupid. And it's that if it came on through the mic, which I could probably find out right now. And it did. It did. Awesome. See, I get the playback, and but yeah, it really is. It really is stupid. It really is stupid. To waste all that money just to go and go throwing something at someone. Is it? You know, don't be a jerk. If you hate the person, fine. That's one thing. But you know, don't level out your frustration to go after somebody and just throw objects at them. It's like it's stupid. Like shit. It's like it's pathetic. It's like grow up. It really people need to grow up. So speaking of growing up, there was some drama going on at the Jake Paul um to the Jake Paul Diaz weigh-in press conference, whatever you want to call it, and so much to the point where they got physical and they started fighting, and it's like Jake, save it for the ring because save it in the ring because you're just gonna get your ass kicked, and I hope you lose because you need to retire. you know, Same goes for your inbred brother. I said that. See, usually I call you the inbred brother of Logan, but now I'm going to Logan. And yeah, I'm talking wrestling now, and it's like, so what? I'm throwing some wrestling into this because there's actually a couple things I wanted to talk about in this. Logan Paul is going to be fighting, like going to be at SummerSlam this weekend. Of course, I have to review it, and it's like I really don't want to review this match, but I like Ricochet, and I got to give him the credit where credit is due and everything. But Logan, I don't give him no credit because he's a fucking asshole. So, but yeah, I hope Ricochet's going to beat the shit out of him, and he went personal with the ring, with Ricochet being you know having the ring announcer as a fiance, and he went after her too. So and it's like really you're such an asshole. I mean, really. So it's like I don't know anymore. I really don't know anymore. but also too, there's talks about Kid Rock performing at SummerSlam, so that's just gonna turn into a screeching hold. And I just hope somebody throws a can of Bud Light at him. So I hope they're within reaching distance. I mean, out of all the, I know I just said about the, about a music fan, about a fan throwing something at the musicians, but I'm willing to play the hip, take, pull out my hypocrite card and do that because, like I said on many times on this channel, I fucking hate Kid Rock. He can go fuck himself. And if you like Kid Rock, good for you. But you know how he handled this whole thing with the with the Bud Light and everything like that. He was such an ignorant asshole for doing that too. And you know, I just hope somebody throws a Bud Light can at him. I don't care. I really don't care. It's like he deserves it. That's all I gotta say about that. As far as I'm concerned, Kid Rock can go fuck himself, along with Logan Paul and Jake Paul. Everybody knows how I feel about Logan Paul. So, and he made things really personal when he went to Japan. That's all I got to say about that. I did a whole rant on it, and I almost died. I almost had a heart attack doing it. For real. I was redder. My face was redder than this little piece of red right here on the beach ball. That's how mad I was about it. So, what else is there? What else is there? What else is there? Really, what else is there? I don't know. I really don't know. I pretty much said everything, and hey, but I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. Everything, being here with friends and everything. Carrie's watching the show and everything. How you doing? And got some people watching and everything. Mojo did his little roast that he always does, and now he's back plastered with the banana rum that he had. So he's passed out. Um, so yeah, I really don't know what else to say. And it's like yeah, I'm having a great time. I'm just feeling good. 45 and looking younger. Got a haircut. Went to Sport Clips, which is my new place to go now. Um, I thought about going to visit my barber that's been cutting my hair for like years and everything. But I wanted a massage, and, and Sport Clips is the place I know that does that. And the hot towel and the hot towel and the neck and shoulder massage and their massage chairs. Yeah, I needed it. So I feel great. I feel great. And I just I love it. I love everything. I love it. I love all of you too. And I'm gonna continue. Hey, a lot of people said, hey, I'm getting too old for this shit. Yeah, they're right. I am. But does that mean I'm going to give it up? Hell no. Hell no. I'm never going to give this up. The last time, the last episode is when I'm flatlining. I'm letting you know that right now. It's going to be the last. That's going to be the last episode, and it's like, you know, they're going to be like, Dad, why are you still doing the show? Fuck you. That's how I'm going to feel. It's like, shit. It's like I'm doing this show. Fuck you. It's like give it up. No. I'm not dead yet. I made a promise to my viewers a long time ago, way before you were even conceived. I made a promise to my viewers and fans and everything that my last episode I would flatline. I'm going to continue doing this until I do. I want that camera rolling. I want everybody to witness the last ending of Tom Dog. You know. Well, anyways, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to be saying Tom Dog has been put to sleep. Oh yeah. Yeah, I went there. Right now, Tom Dog's in heat. And yeah, I know about the sex of the dogs and everything like that. Only female dogs are in heat. And I was like, I know that. Still. It's been a long time since I drank anything too, so I'm dog thirsty. See, the thirst is real. It is. Oh God. And yeah, you sweat more when you drink, but I would be sweating another way if I was having sex. But guess what? Since I'm not getting any, this is what I got. Oh, but yeah, I'm at that age where I have to get to the bottom of things, so to speak, and get the check out my colon, making sure everything's running all right and everything. Check out my prostate. You know, check everything all out, and that not that's one thing I dread very much as you get older. You dread about as you get older, you get constipated and everything like that. And yeah, this is the gross part of the episode. So you know, believe me, I'm not showing anybody two girls one cup, so don't worry about it. but but no, it's like you just you do reach that age where it's like like why do I have to get my colon checked out, my prostate exam and everything, and and then you dread that one day where you're constipated sitting in the bowl, and God, thank God that Al Pacino doesn't do that, doesn't have to dread that, and he's in his like what 70s or 80s right now, and it's like God damn. I mean, could you imagine Al Pacino constipated in the toilet, and everything, just sitting there in the toilet seat, and he's like, "Argh, argh, 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 oh boy, argh, oh, 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 hurrah! Honey, I already passed it. I finally passed it. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, no more cake for me. No more coffee. See, I told you I was going to do that. I told everybody, I think it was last week, I was going to do that. You never know when. And when was now. It really is. I got to find more situations for Al Pacino just to have that voice. I really do. Just to have that sound because it's so funny. But nothing could top Al Pacino having sex. Like it's so funny. Like I think that's the funniest one. Carrie, what do you think? since I did that out of nowhere, she's probably spitting her drink out through her nose right now, or wine, whatever. Gary. That's what happens. That's what happens. Everybody drinks while they're watching me. It's 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 mandatory. Actually, it's a mandatory drinking period. It really is. There it is. There it is. LOL. I like the ball. I think the sex. I think the sex. Carrie, you realize what you just said? The sex wins. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yes. Yes. You did it. You did. See what I tell you? See, I don't have to be in the. I don't have to be in your area to know that because it's tradition. It's actually mandatory for anybody who watches my show. They have to drink something because that's like the best time to watch it. I can tell you a story. I can tell you stories. It's like when I was doing this on TV. There were people that that would call in because we did live call-ins. They would always tell me, "Yeah, we're drinking," and then excuse me, and I get a little bit jealous because of it. I'm like, why aren't you sharing with me? It's like I'm special too, damn it. But I know it's difficult because I'm in front of the camera and they're at home watching me drink. You know, watching them drink, or at least assuming that they're drinking. They could just say that they're drinking. See, there's your other roasting next time. It's like I'm watching them drinking. Sure, he's writing it down right now. Yeah, it's tradition. As some people say that they would remember that drink Zima. I don't even know if it's still around, but yeah, there was actually some dudes drinking Zima. Yeah, and one of them actually, the dude was so drunk on Zima that he called up talking about pimento loaf. I don't even know how that conversation started, but it was just a random discussion, and they were talking about pimento loaf, and I'm like, really? It's like talk about head cheese. I love head cheese more than pimento loaf. I don't like olives. I really don't. One time, to me, I refer to olives as puke pills because I puke uncontrollably. It's like I'm like sick for 3 days if I eat an olive. True story. My cousin gives me this hands me this olive dip because I'm his official. That's right. That's right, Carrie. Salute, l'chaim. Launcha. uh, so yeah, but but no, my cousin, he hands me this dip, this olive dip. Had like a little some cheese in there or something it was a cheese like a cream cheese. It was a cream cheese dip with olives, with sliced olives inside. It was like hey Tommy, try this. I said, all right. I was like, because I know you'll try anything that I make, that I give you, which is true because I'm like the official taste tester whenever I'm at my cousin's house. So I get I took a Ritz cracker and dipped it in there, and I said, it's pretty good. 3 day, the next day, I turned into Wreck It Ralph. My name turned to Ralph. I was gone. I was gone. I was in the bed. I was hovering over a toilet seat face first and sick for 3 days. So when we got home, I actually I went right to bed, and I had to work the next day and everything. And I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to work. And I literally had the phone next to me. I was like, I'm not coming to. It's like, Tom, are you okay? And it's like, no, I just threw up. Pretty much what happened. It was like, I'll let you know when I'm feeling better. Think it'd be better tomorrow? I don't think that's happening. I called in the next day. I was like, I'm not coming in. Like, what the hell's the matter with you, Doc? Then when I finally went back to work, I said, "Welcome back to the land of living." It's like, thank you. Only I could be sick of working. But literally, I was actually sick. But in all truthfulness, I was actually sick of that place. So it all worked out. I even told him too. I said I was also sick of this place too. I used to work in a deli. I used to work in the deli, and so yeah, I had a lot of fun there when there was no drama. It was all bullshit. But yeah, I was legitimately sick for a few days because I was like couldn't stop vomiting. It was because of that olive dip, and that was the last thing I was able to eat, and I couldn't eat. I couldn't keep anything down, even tea. Tea at this point, I was like picking up shit I didn't realize I ate. So yeah, so it was like welcome back. When you yeah, I told him I would tell him several times. I told my boss several times, my deli manager several times that you know that I'm sick of this place. I am. I let him know about it, and it's funny too because he literally looked like the skipper from Gilligan's Island. So and it was hard for me to because I like Gilligan's Island and I like the skipper, but still, but he just reminded me of him. But he was just like he was just horrible. Sometimes he was acting like there were times where he just like pushing my buttons every time. It's like, listen, I got the day off. I'm not going anywhere. It's like I'm not coming in because he had more than enough help, and he was like, it's like, well, that's too goddamn bad. Like it's too goddamn bad. And I actually told him off in front of customers too. It's like I told him how I one day he pissed me off so bad that I actually told him how badly he sucked as a manager in front of customers. They were like, "He's dead." Hey, listen, I had the ball. I had the balls to say it. And there were times where I would walk off and still come back the next day and nothing would happen. That's the truth. But I'm happy where I am now and everything like that. I'm happy with what I'm doing and everything like that. And I have I'm just happy. You know that part's complete. Now it's time for a new adventure. A wife and kid. Yeah. It's one of those things. It really is. And, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I'm at that, I'm at that point in my life. I really am. It's like, it's a lot of, doing this for a long time. I mean, it's no um easy task. Everybody, somebody, some youngster would come out here and say, would come out and say, oh, what you're doing is easy. Really, try being in front of the camera for God knows how long, entertaining people that you don't know, or making friends or fans and everything like that along the way, and doing it week after week, doing this week after week, coming up with material, even when there's not much to talk about lately because of a strike or something like that, and not even writing anything too, which is something I don't do. I don't write any material. I mean, if I do, it's probably just like lyrics that I'm going to write for a Christmas song or something like that, or if it's something that when I talk shit about Scott Baio and everything like that, that certain thing, and I forgot the lyrics, and I have to go back and write down what I did so that I can do it up again, you know. But no, it's a very difficult task, and and especially it's even harder doing this on doing the show on you. Like I said, I have nothing against YouTube or anything like that, but just doing this week after week while having with having a personal life and everything, and taking care of some personal issues, and and even taking care of myself also, like health wise, because you know I'm a 45-year-old diabetic with sleep apnea and depression, so, while walking with an Achilles tendonitis. So I'm limping, and it's not an easy it's not an easy task to do this each and every week. But I do. But for a short time that I do this, it's worth the drive. It's worth every single minute of it, because being able to entertain uh, only a number of people, that doesn't matter. And and the thing is, I don't question anything. I don't get pissed off if not a lot of people are watching live, or saying that, oh, you should pay me and everything like that, because I don't ask for that. I'm a small streamer, and there's others like me, but I just have the time of my life. And when I was doing this on cable access, I'm being honest, I wasn't making any money. It was all volunteer work, and I was getting no money out of it whatsoever. And people would always say to me, it's like, a lot of people would say to me, "Why are you doing this if you're not getting paid?" And it's like, money's not a problem. Money's not an issue. I don't mind if I'm not getting a paycheck, getting a check from YouTube or anything like that. If it does come somewhere down the line, then yeah, it's well received, and I don't complain about that. I really don't. And it's like, oh, there's that one time. No, no, it's not true. I enjoy doing the thing that I like the most, and it's basically, turning on the camera, making a fool out of myself for God knows how many minutes. Right now we're in 61 minutes, But who's counting? But it's worth every moment, and that's the beauty of it. That's what I like about this, is that I can, I have a lot of fun. I do, and it's and Howard Stern would always go and say, if you don't like what you know if you like what you do, and not get any more money for it, why are you even here? And, and I sometimes, I disagree with that sometimes. I mean, it's never in a malicious way. I mean, he's entitled to his opinion, but I do it because of the fact that I look at it as a hobby. I do. I look at it as a hobby, and I've been doing this hobby for over 2 decades. And why turn that away? Why? I I enjoy it. I have fun. I used to get when I was on TV. And I'm not going to brag. I'm not bragging or anything. I used to get sponsors when I was doing this on TV and everything. I would go to these places and everything, and I was having the time of my life. I was literally a local celebrity. I really was. But not getting paid for it. I mean, yeah, it was a bummer, but did it matter? No, because even though I wasn't getting paid, I made it look like I was worth a lot, and it showed. And it showed. Now, you know, since 2012, I've been on here having the time of my life. I mean, I can get away with a lot of more things. I mean, I can't be naked, so thank God for that. You know, we don't want that happening. It's like a lot of places, a lot of areas that some guys would just take off the shirts, and yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. I mean, I got OnlyFans to do that. Ooh, did I say that out loud? but yeah, well, like I said, it's worth it. It's not, like if you're out if you're about the money, then you're not going to get far. If you're not about the money, eventually it will come. But for me, it's taking forever. It really is. But I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. It's like I have nothing but love for YouTube. I really do. As long as I follow, as long as I follow their rules and everything like that, I'm good. And yeah, there are some times I will slip up, and I'll play a music that's copyrighted and everything like that. And yeah, it happens. But you know what? But come on now. I had a good. It was worth it when I played Never Gonna Get It when Donald Trump wasn't going to get his wall. So it was worth it, and it's like it was worth getting that copyright strike. I'm not gonna lie, and it's like I'm not taking that down. I have no idea. I have no intention on taking that down because you know what, that was a friggin' masterpiece. And I knew I was going to get a copyright strike, and I'm not taking that down. I'm not. Yeah, I could have acapella that and did it myself, but I love En Vogue, especially the lead singer. Mm. By the way, I'm kind of a flirt when I'm drunk. So when I drink too much, especially when I'm drinking, I'm almost done with this, and that's like a first time in a long time where I have drinking something that that much. And yeah, it's only one can, but believe me, I'm pacing myself. But yeah, I deserve it because it's my birthday. But I am a good boy. I will drink one beer, and that's it. I'll drink one beer or one mixed drink, and that's it. I call in the night. But if the situation calls for it, I will drink more. And when I drink more, I flirt more. Which goes back to this right here. Salute l'chaim, drink. And indeed, I shall launch out. And that's the end of that can. But not the end of this episode. Because I like the hanging out. And yeah, the only topics I really had was the movie reviews. And you know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's like there's not. This is one of my laid back episodes that I do, and I have a great time with it. I really do. And, there's people watching. Hi, and I know Carrie's not the only one. So you know, don't be shy. I'm not gonna bite. I mean, how can I? You're there, and I'm here. So say hi. Say hi. Don't be shy. Say hi. Let us know where you're chatting from. Like to hear from you. It's like I like to interact with my friends. You know, turn them into friends. Pretty soon, the family. You know, because I think of I made a lot of friends with the Dorkening Podcast Network, and you know I consider them family. I really do. I don't really I don't you know I haven't met them in person. I would like to, and then I feel bad for not showing up for not being there at the WIFRCon, but they all understand. And it's like personal thing, personal things happen, and you know, and hopefully, I would love to go next year, and hopefully Carrie will be there next year, and get to say hi to everybody, hang out with them, have a good time, and you know, contribute everything that I can with them that help each other out because and that's what it's all about, being family. And I could Carrie and everybody at the Owl Light Network, yeah, they're family too. And I consider them family. I do. Everybody in the Dorkening Podcast Network, they're family too. Um, my buddy Josh, he's family too. You know, everybody that I mentioned, they're not we're not related in any way. I just think of them as one big happy family. You know, that's why when I do the shout outs and everything like that, it's because I'm acknowledging my family, and I love them. I love them all. So yeah, there's some people watching. Say hi, come on, say hi. Don't be afraid. I'm getting emotional, and that's one thing right there. Yep, definitely family. Heart emoji. And that's what it's all about. It's about being it's a growing family. It's like especially especially when I post something on Facebook. And it involves my the followers on there. I don't call them my friends. I call them family because a lot of them I went to there's a lot of people on my friends list that I went to school with, and or I've done shows with, and yeah, I don't consider them um friends or acquaintances or anything. We're family. Um, and I mentioned that and I told them that a long time ago, and it's like they're family. They really are. And I love this, the especially, with the how many subscribers I have? 143 subscribers. I don't look at them as subscribers. I look at them as family. They are all 143 of them. You know, that's how I look at them. I look at them like that. And and like I said, yeah, and I'm being emotional. I'm an emotional guy, And you know what? I have every right to be emotional because the past few years it has been really tough for me. It really has, and everybody knows why. And I made it publicly known because Review Tech USA, always says don't you know and a lot of, not just Review Tech USA, but a lot of other people, especially in the entertainment business, they say don't bring up your personal life and everything like that. But when the fire hit, I had to be open with my family, with everybody. I had to be honest with everybody that I was going to be around for a while because I had to take care of some personal shit because you know there was a fire and I pretty much lost everything. You know, luckily, my mom and dad, and I got to take care of them. And yeah, and I'm a family man. I am. And it's like family first, tomfoolery later, and that's no joke. And there's times where I am open about stuff, but there are some times where I still keep things private. And and that's okay. And I have a good balance of that. I really do. When I a lot of people say, "Oh, maybe you shouldn't talk about your medical, what's going on with you medically." But if I didn't, you know, and if I wasn't around, it's like, what happened to Tom Dog? There'll be a lot of people saying, "What happened to Tom Dog?" And it's like, I look at Paul Rubens, and you know, it's sad what happened to him. And I know I'm going to be and yeah, this is Tom Dog Days of Summer, and he passed away this past week, and yeah, rest in peace, Pee Wee Herman. But I am gonna, when this Tom Dog Days of Summer event is over, I'm actually gonna go back and do a special tribute to Pee Wee Herman. And I got to do that episode. It's mandatory that I do. So first episode after in September, I'm gonna devote that to an entire episode of Pee Wee Herman because that's what it is. And it's just but you know there's a lot of things that I'm not gonna that I'm going to be open with, especially you know with my health. I talk about my health all the time, and I make fun of my health. I literally do. I roast the shit out of my health. Let's see. I roasted my colonoscopy. I roasted my the time I had COVID. I roasted. I made fun of my diabetes. I made fun of um my sleep apnea. I made fun of my um Achilles tendonitis. So yeah, you know, whatever, and plus also where there's times where you know I there's I'm getting over a cold or something like that, or I'm having you know where I sound different, where I sound like a sexy man, like a suave debonair man. I would open up the show with doing the 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 most cliched gimmick that I can think of, and that is, I'm sorry if I sound a little hoarse, but I just ate a pony. So yeah, you know, which is one of the most, I mean, it's, I milked that dry. I milked it more than the goat that I milked that more than the cow that I got milk from. And and yeah, that's but that's just me. That's just who I am. And I love, and as cheesy as it is, I will do that. And yeah, when the weather gets colder and my voice sounds raspy, where I get that vocal fry, then yeah, I am going to say, yeah, I'm a little hoarse because I ate a pony. And yeah, that's what it is. I have a little bit more. But, you know, but overall, I'm having a good time. But overall, it's only good fun. It's only good fun, especially, it's like I even joke whenever I talk about, that little story when I talked about puking uncontrollably for 3 days straight. And yeah, that actually happened. I changed my name to Ralph. See, that's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there. Get her done. But but yeah, and it's not it's not the alcohol talking and everything. I'm always honest. I'm always honest that I love, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of you. I do, and the birthday shout outs and everything, and thank you. I'm gonna be do uh my little emotional speech on my Facebook to my fan, to my friends and everything like that. My family, I should say, because they're not my friends, they're my family, and I look at them as family. Yeah, it's one of those things, and I know, and I just I love everybody. I really do, and I'm just give everybody that big old hug. It's like, yeah, my arms are very tired right now. So yeah, giving out that hug, yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the hug. I'm feeling the hug that I'm giving you right now. So yeah, my arms feeling heavy. That means job well done. I'm giving everybody a hug, and because I love you all, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. You know, um, I'm loyal to my fan. Love my fans, and I mean, I wish I could do more. I would, there's times where I wish I could do more, and it's like it's one of those things, and I love it. And there are times where I feel bad that I wish I could do more, like do giveaways and stuff like that. But you know, there will come a time where that will happen. But we got to work together, folks. We do. Only you and I can make that happen. We can't. We can make it happen. So, you know. But overall, I thank you for the love. With the people watching and everything like that. For everybody watching, especially Carrie and everybody. Thank you, thank you for showing the love and showing the support that I had that I'm given and everything, and it just means a lot to me. It really does. And like I said, I wish there was something I could do to repay you for being so loyal. But eventually, that 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 time will come. But just tell your friends, share the page and everything like that. You know what you got to do, because I'm going to be doing the outro in a little bit. The closure, everything. But I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you. I do. And I know there are a lot of times where where I have said this, but you know, with this being, it really means a lot to me. It really does. Doing this for 10, for 11 years now. Jesus, Jesus. Being on YouTube for 11 years, and and the rest of the time, being on cable access. Um, it just means a lot to me. And I never, my buddy Sledge, he told me, he's like, never forget where you came from. And yeah, that is advice that I still kept with me to this day, and I thank him for that. I thank him for that, and doing Wrestling Prime, and doing Wrestling Prime also has been awesome. You know, and he was even right about that, because there was a time where I haven't done Wrestling Prime for a while because I was always doing Channel X, and with the Wrestling Prime, I had a huge fan base. But then when that ended, and I pretty much put that on the shelf, yeah, it was, I felt pretty bad. And when I started doing you know started doing shows on this platform, YouTube, Wrestling Prime became a popularity again. And when I did that AEW Collision review, um the episode 1 of AEW Collision, it showed how a lot of people cared about that. And I appreciate it. It's the most watched video on my channel right now, um this year. And that really shows. And there's other projects that I'm going to be doing with on Wrestling Prime that I want to do, because it has to be done. And it's one of the other traditions um that I used to do back when I did Wrestling Prime on cable access. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Um, but here, like I said, I'm having a great time. I really am. And yeah, the alcohol's wearing off, and this is me being honest and real. That you know I want to be here if it weren't for you. And you know having a lot of fun. With Mojo roasting me, and you know sharing a few laughs and stuff like that, and doing my Al Pacino constipation was the cherry on the ice cream sundae on the Sunday fun day on the fun day Sunday, you know. And I kind of botched that up, but it doesn't matter. It's all about having fun, and all of you joining along for the ride. With that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. This has been this was a much needed birthday, and I'm glad to have shared it with all the drama that I had past few years and everything. I needed this. I needed this. I really did, because I've been through a lot these past few years, and it's something that had to be done. And I'm glad that I was able to share this moment with you and everything. So, like I said, this was a party. I'm glad that you came to this party. That being said, I need to go to bed. It's like it's 1:30 here in the East Coast, and it's worth it. It's worth it. And you know, thank you. Big hugs. Have a good have a good night. Definitely, Gary. Thank you so much for tuning in as well. But overall, thank you all so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. And yes, even though it's called X, I'm saying this again. I'm still referring to it as Twitter because that's to me, it's still Twitter. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. And thumbs up the video if you missed any of tonight's episode. You can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Thumbs up the video if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't. I mean, it's okay if you don't like it. That's fine. Comment down below. What did you think of the what did you think of the Super Mario Brothers movie and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? Let us know in the comment section down below. Don't worry, I'm not upchucking or ralphing or anything like that. I have no intention of doing that. Like I said, one beer is my limit. So yeah, comment down below about the Mario Brothers movie and um, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Let me know what you thought of those movies. Let us know in the comment section down below. Ringy dingy that bell to stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And be sure to support small streamers like myself by doing the most important thing that you can do for small streamers like myself. And we will love you for it. And especially make a good birthday present for me to have a lot more followers, have my family grow. And if you want to be a part of this family, there's one major thing you got to do, and it's not gonna burn a hole in your pocket or anything like that. It's not gonna drain your bank account or anything like that, like those other places and everything, those other YouTube channels. But it's totally free and worth it. But be a part of this family. You just got to do one important thing: face hug that subscribe button. We will see you all again here next week. Same Tom Dog time, same channel X. I'll be back here on Saturday doing the whole SummerSlam review, so be on the lookout for that. You wrestling fans out there, we're going to have a lot of fun with that. We're going to talk some other wrestling as well, too, because there's some other stuff that came up that I wanted to talk about. So we're going to cram that into that one episode as well, too. So we're not just talking about the SummerSlam episode. We got some AEW news, and we got some other WWE news I want to talk about, too. So we're going to have one big action-packed episode on Wrestling Prime this Saturday, so be on the lookout for that. So, till next time. But as far as Channel X goes, we're going to be here again next week. Same Tom Dog time, same Tom Dog Channel X. And with that being said, thank you, Carrie, for tuning in tonight. Really appreciate that, and the other person who chimed in, who watched the show, others who came in as well too to watch the show. Even though you didn't say something, it's nice that you came and watched too and all that. But say hello anyways. Oh, we'd love to hear from you. But until next time, this is Tom Dog from Mojo. This is Tom Dog saying take care. So long. Peace. Love you all.